Alrighty, I'm going to do a quick introduction here on using Mach 3 to cut up foam on a CNC Hotwire foam cutter. So first thing I'm going to do is click on the Mach 3 loader, and that's going to give me an option of which Mach 3 profile I want to use. It's basically just you can have a whole bunch of different settings in Mach, and this is just a nice way to organize them. So I'm going to pick the Blake profile, and that's the one I have set up to run the CNC Hotwire foam cutter. Alright, so this is basically what it's going to look like when you open her up. And first thing you're going to want to do is go to File and load G-code. So basically that's going to load the file that you made on Dexmachine CNC. It's going to load the G-code, and then Mach 3 is going to go ahead and use this G-code to run the machine. Okay, so once again, I really like to use Google Drive, or you could use any file sharing program, but it's super handy because you can save files on your laptop and look at them on your phone, look at them at the shop. It's just super handy. You can transfer files around from on your phone. I did that the other day. Okay, so okay, we're going to be looking for DNC files, and these are all DNCs. And we'll use the mini array. Okay, now you can see here that the G code is loaded. And if you look over here on this top right panel, there's kind of a little visual representation of the G code, or the profiles that we're going to cut. So if you left mouse click on this panel, it'll select it, and you can wheel in and out with your mouse to zoom in. And if you right click your mouse, you can move the panel around here to get a better view. Okay, so this is kind of handy to take a look at what you're going to cut out, just in case you open the wrong file or you want to have a quick look at how it's going to look. Alright, so now what I would do if I was going to make a cut here, so I would move my wire down and I'd measure it so it's square and level to my foam block, and then I would zero. Oop, that's right. So see how this is flashing down here? You can't run the machine or even zero the axes until this is clicked. So that's clicked. Okay, so we can zero that. So that basically tells Mach 3 that our wire is at the 000 position, and that's basically the bottom left hand corner of our cut. Okay, so our file is at the start, and then we could go ahead and turn on our Hotwire power supply and click start. And this is actually my laptop. It's not plugged into a machine right now, so it's just going through the file, but it's not actually cutting foam. And this is also handy if you want to double check a file. So you're going to cut through, you're using a file for the first time and it's a really expensive cut. It's a huge profile. You could test to see how it goes through. Alrighty, some other features here are, say if you made a mistake and you want to stop for any reason, you could just click stop. And you could rewind the code. And yeah, say if you needed to jog your machine around, what you could use on the one side of the machine, you could use the A, X, D, W keys, and that'll move it left with A, right with D, up with W, down with X. And you can use the left, right, up, down arrow keys to move the other side of the machine. So if you left arrow, move it left, right arrow, move it right, up arrow, move it up, and down arrow will move it down. And this is really handy for jogging the machine around. Instead of unplugging the power and doing it manually, you could just use the power, or use the machine rather, to move the machine around. And also, if you just need to turn off the holding torque and you don't want to unplug the power from the machine, you can just hit the offline button, and that will take the power away from the motors. It just saves you having to reach over and unplug it. Another handy tip is if you press the tab button, it'll bring up this screen here, and it's a little cut out on my laptop screen here, but it should still work. 90%, that should run the machine around 90 inches per minute, which is great just for jogging around. But if you want to jog it, say through a block of foam, you want to cut a slab or something like that, or make a manual cut, or jog it slower for any reason, left click on that, and you can change that to 30, so that will jog it a lot slower. And another handy tip is this screen here. It provides you with just a little bit of automation. So say you made a cut and you want to, or actually, yeah, one handy thing you can do with this is say you want to slab a block of foam. So instead of holding down the D and the right key and jogging your wire all the way 48 inches across a block of foam, you can just type in G1. Let's see here. We go X. $50. Z, 50 inches. Feed rate of 30 inches per minute. So what that'll do is that'll move your wire to that location at 30 inches a minute. So if I hit enter, it's going to take off, and it's going to take the wire to that location. Okay, those are the basics for using Mach 3 to cut foam on CNC Hotwire foam cutter. I hope that was useful for you. Yeah, thank you very much for watching.